what's going on, boys and girls? Today we're going to be looking at 20 fan theories that will ruin your childhood. Let's just hop right in. On your childhood.
Number 20, economic depression.
What?
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
He wanted to scare us off so he could pick up the land cheap. And I'd have done it too, if you kids hadn't come along.
Perhaps it wasn't just the monsters that Mystery Incorporated had to be afraid of. According to one theory, the original Scooby-Doo series was actually set during a time when the economy had gone bust.
Okay.
Things were so dire that even well-known individuals like celebrities, intellectuals, and so forth became criminals to survive the desperate financial climate, all while dressing up as creatures so that the blame would not be put on them.
Does this seaweed help remind you of that picture on Widow Cutler's wall? Captain Cutler!
It might sound like a stretch, but you gotta admit there were a lot of abandoned buildings and downtrodden areas on that show. Sign of the times?
Well, the tracks clearly lead into that old mill.
It actually makes a lot of sense because, like, in the show, what I remember, it's always been like Mayor Quimby or like something random. That one's valid. Like, I think that's a pretty good theory. And then, like, with the houses being distraught.
Number 19, Claw is Gadget, Inspector Gadget.
I never really watched Inspector Gadget. No, that's a lie. I've seen a few episodes.
This fan theory is a shot to the heart of this lighthearted cartoon about everyone's favorite robotic detective. The theory in question states that Dr. Claw is actually the real, or at least the original Inspector Gadget, who supposedly died via an explosion. His genius niece Penny then created a robotic replica out of grief.
It's time to throw in the sponge.
This would explain why Gadget pretty much always escapes from the villain's clutches unscathed.
These robots are useless. They're weak and feeble.
I literally got none of that.
He wouldn't want to actually harm his
own
niece and only wants to destroy his mechanical replacement.
I hope this microphone
also explains why we never actually see Dr. Claw's face.
Who the heck is Dr. Claw? Oh, wait, the bad guy?
Number 9. Bill Dauterive is Bobby Hill's father, King of the Hill.
Wait, what?
Do you take Luann to be your lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold, to love and to cherish, till death do you part?
That sounds like a yes to me.
It's fair to say that not all children turn out.
I never really watched King of the Hill either, but like I've seen a few episodes.
But when it comes to Hank and Bobby, the difference is like night and day. Along with how dissimilar they are, fans of the show have pointed out that there are hints that Bill might actually be Bobby's biological father.
My dad didn't buy me a car when I turned 16. He sold me one, and it was a lemon. Taught me the value of $1.
My dad never sold me anything.
You've got the physical likeness and the fact that the two spent so much time together bonding. Not to mention the little fact that Hank has a rather narrow urethra, which the Hills were originally told meant that they could never have children. Damn, Hank, you may be the king, but from the sounds of it, someone got with your queen. Number 17, the Flintstones.
All right, we got the Flintstones.
The Flintstones.
Hey, well, isn't this fun?
It would be if you'd stop choking me.
If you thought Bedrock's favorite family was kicking it back in the Stone Age, then this theory will make you think again.
Wait, what?
Evidence for this one comes from the 1978 TV movie The Jetsons Meet the Flintstones.
Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this theory.
Machine leads two of animation's most beloved families to share the screen.
I think Daddy's got a new favorite now, Mom. Playing horsey bat.
How does this support the theory? Well, the time machine was created by Elroy Jetson to bring his family to the future. That is, further in time than the future in which they already live. But what if the machine actually worked?
They're out of the past, all right. Some kind of crazy flying nuts.
We know the Jetsons live in the sky, and perhaps they're doing that to avoid the nuclear wasteland below that's been brewing into another Stone Age.
Maybe we've gone so far into
I've seen this video already.
The time is
or not
all
the
over
video.
again.
I've seen this theory.
I wonder if they know any other words.
It's like
that means the Flintstones is actually set in a post-apocalyptic future instead of thousands of years in the past.
That one makes a lot of sense. I think that one's like the most believable one.
Number 16.
No, not Tom and Jerry.
Propaganda.
There's also hold on, quick little theory right here. It's not mine. I saw this earlier, but like so we got Tom and Jerry. And you know how like Tom like chases Tom, but like wait, what? Tom chases Jerry, but like he never gets him. It's because Tom doesn't want to kill Jerry. That's been like confirmed. I think that's in like a lot of episodes. He doesn't want to kill Jerry, so he's pretending to chase him, so his owners don't buy a new cat that actually will kill Jerry. So you see, Jerry's a good fellow.
Franchise. You know the drill. Tom Cat tries his best to take out his mousy nemesis Jerry with all manner of nefarious and ill-conceived ideas.
The show's pretty funny,
too. Are you aware that these two are the physical representation of countries? That's
what?
Right. Someone out there posted a theory that states Tom and Jerry represent the Tommies and Jerrys, also known as the British and the Germans, during the early years of World War II.
There's a lot of things going on with Tom and Jerry. I know that.
Put that into context. We've been watching Nazi Germany outdo the Brits with their superior intelligence all these years. Number 15. Peach Creek is purgatory. Ed, Ed, and Eddy.
Try to
Ed, Ed, and Eddy.
yourself, Eddie. The adrenaline of irreverence can be quite overwhelming.
Did you ever wonder why we never saw Ed, Ed, and Eddy's parents and why they were perpetually stuck in the cul-de-sac? Well, this theory says it's because they're all stuck in purgatory.
I was asked to mend the curtains by Mother. Every child should start their day by completing the task set up.
And that conversation took a quick leap.
No, we're not kidding.
You ever wonder?
Apparently died as a child at different points in time and now remains confined to their suburban afterlife. For example, Rolf spends most of his time with farm animals because he died in 1903.
Why do I condone such behavior?
What?
Eddy is so obsessed with money and wealth because he died during the Great Depression, and Ed loves comic books so much because he died right as their popularity soared, near the end of the Second World War.
There is no X, Ed!
Number 14. Post-traumatic stress disorder. The Donald Duck franchise.
He has a franchise? What the?
It's no secret that Donald doesn't exactly have the best temperament, and that he goes on the odd rant every now and again.
It's like his...
While most of us just find it funny and associate it with his character, some have claimed that his escalating rage is a result of his PTSD. How did he get such a thing? Well, as a Second World War paratrooper, poor old Donald was used for plenty of military propaganda back in the day, with one cartoon showing him fighting against the Japanese by himself. That's bound to drive anyone over the edge.
This video gonna get controversial. Commando Duck. Yo, what's up?
13.
Not Charlie Brown.
Dying of cancer. The Peanuts franchise.
I always thought that was
Charlie
the case,
Brown
honestly.
was just an unlucky kid who happened to have a receding hairline. Actually, according to this theory, he's got terminal cancer.
Would you like to buy a nice Christmas wreath? Merry Christmas anyway, sir. God bless.
I did a video about Charlie Brown.
Not horrifically dark enough for you?
It's not good,
The
don't watch
reason
it.
he always seems so down and life doesn't seem to give him a break is that his adventures and entire life are all an illusion. In other words, nothing but a dream created out of sadness for his brief existence.
Just can't seem to do anything right.
Each of his failures is just his own misery manifesting itself. Try to watch any Charlie special now without feeling hollow inside.
Wait, but why would he make himself?
Everything I do turns to failure.
Number 12.
That's kind of
Shared
sad theory. I don't want to believe it. Samurai Jack. I've never seen.
Crossovers are nothing new. And if fans even get a whiff that some of their favorite cartoons are entangled in some subtle or overt way, you can be sure they will find evidence of it. Given the history of Cartoon Network's properties making random cameos between shows, it's no surprise people latched onto this particular theory, which is that apparently everyone's favorite time-traveling samurai was roaming around the post-apocalyptic but past version of Townsville.
Hold on, go back, look at this frame right here, and tell me who it reminds you of. The man in the yellow hat from Curious and George? Separate fan theory?
Time. Given the identical landmarks seen throughout some episodes, the idea certainly has some merit. Meanwhile, there are others who insist that Jack and Professor Utonium are the same person. Oh man, time travel makes our heads spin.
Hush now. You just let your...
Yeah, why do we have so many theories about the time travel part?
Number 11. Wall-E doomed the Earth.
What?
Wall-E.
No, don't ruin Wall-E for me.
Robot that travels the stars to be with the one he loves and has a voice that just makes you want to pinch his metallic cheeks.
Hey, she's not wrong. I always thought Eve was kind of annoying. Not gonna lie.
Well, what you didn't know about him is that this little guy actually doomed the planet.
I thought it was
wonder why the planet was covered in garbage at the beginning of the Pixar flick?
I thought it was because the humans left.
According to this theory, Wall-E destroyed all of the other robots, took what he needed from their bodies to fix himself up, kept certain items of trash to decorate his home instead of compacting them, and left the robo-corpses of his fellow brethren scattered across the wasteland that was once Earth. Thanks, Wall-E. Number 10. Mr. Crocker's ulterior motive.
I don't want to believe that. They just ruined Wall-E for me. Wow, this video really does ruin your childhood.
The Fairly OddParents.
Oh, I love the Fairly OddParents.
Because this one is bleak.
Did you know that they're fairly odd?
Can we please let people go to sleep now?
Sorry.
Some fans theorize that Cosmo and Wanda could actually be metaphors for antidepressants. Well, this theory takes things a step further by stating that they are delusions of Timmy Turner's actual deceased godparents.
Do you feel Timmy learned a huge life lesson without us? Maybe it would be better if we didn't exist.
He imagines them watching over him and granting his wishes, all in a bid to keep himself happy. Since his real parents don't care about him, he has one heck of a volatile babysitter, and Mr. Crocker's scheme to capture his fairy godparents is in reality just him making sexual advances on Timmy.
Whoa.
Yeesh.
I already paid $400 to rent this ice cream truck and this stupid costume!
Number 9. Winnie and Friends' Mental Disorders. The Winnie
I've seen this one too. It's like each character is a different...
are beloved by children and adults everywhere. Yeah. This makes things especially lovely considering this theory in which the timeless characters have each been diagnosed with a psychiatric disorder. We are not joking. Goes like this. Pooh is impulsive with obsessive fixations.
So Pooh ate and ate and ate.
Piglet has general anxiety.
Do the bees know the plan?
Tigger has ADHD.
Why? That's what Tiggers do best.
Owl is dyslexic. Rabbit has OCD. And not surprisingly, Eeyore is a major depressive.
It's coming for fun and it makes you think.
Okay, yeah. I thought they were talking about like the kangaroo guy, and I was like, what?
We could have seen the Eeyore one coming, but does this maybe mean Christopher Robin is their therapist? Number 8.
Isn't there a movie
Pinky
about
is the genius?
Christopher Robin?
Pinky in the Brain.
Just one question.
Pinky is the genius?
Yes, Pinky.
Where are we going to get all those harmonicas?
How can one of cartoon's most lovable idiots possibly be smarter than the megalomaniacal mouse who dreams of taking over the world?
I don't know.
Well, what if the brain is so loco in the head that all his thoughts of world domination are the result of madness?
We shall found a nation, and that nation shall be called Brainania.
The pair's endeavors could be nothing more than delusions in his oversized head. But even if they aren't, you only need to look a little more closely to see that more often than not, it's Pinky's observations and comments that make the most logical sense compared to the brain's ramblings. One is a genius, the other's insane. But which is which?
I have obtained this rare...
Are they not even going to show us proof?
Chip.
Yummy! Does that go with onion dip?
If it did, Pinky, your dippy brains would be the perfect accompaniment.
Number 7. The Pokemon.
They're not even going to show us proof.
Pokemon.
Okay. Not Pokemon. Never. No, I didn't really watch Pokemon. I saw like
an anime
I tried to
about
get
fighting
into
pocket
it,
monsters. There doesn't really seem to be any horrifically mature content in Pokemon, at least as far as the original season is concerned. Or is there? According to this theory, the amount of gym leaders and organized crime, plus the fact that Ash and Gary are both missing parents, is because they are the generation born after a terrible war fought with Pokemon.
You think you can play with the big boys?
And they're still in the war, right?
Send you home crying. Golem, go!
While this creepypasta may seem more concrete with the video games, it does raise some interesting points. Where is Ash's dad anyway?
Isn't it more of a video game?
You're embarrassing me in front of all these people. Don't you know I'm a big kid now?
Number 6.
The Fairly
on
OddParents.
antidepressants. What? The Fairly OddParents.
Why is this entire video like he's actually the genius, and the next one's like he's on.
No, we're not done with Fairly OddParents just yet. While you may have thought that Timmy Turner was a lucky little boy with fairy godparents that could grant his every wish.
Hello, Timmy. Shall we go for a ride?
This theory proposes what you were actually seeing was a metaphor for Timmy taking antidepressants to ensure he made it through the day.
Oh no.
How does this make sense? Well, this theory states that this scenario is possible because the godparents only appear when Timmy's life starts to take a tumble, but they aren't around when he doesn't need them.
Little freedom fighter, we'll get you out of here.
Not wrong.
On top of this, too much use of their magic is shown to have disastrous results on Timmy personally.
Go to your room and don't come out until you learn responsibility for other people's property.
Number 5, Comatose Ash, the Pokemon franchise.
And I hereby declare the Pokemon of the world I will be a Pokemon master.
A lot of entries on this list involve the fantastical elements of their respective shows being nothing more than figments of the imagination.
Pokeball, go!
Mom.
I did it!
Well, this one deals with an entire world being made up in the mind of a comatose Ash Ketchum.
You really saved us, Ash. No
Oh, is that why he's always the hero at the end?
One theorist makes the point that the tone of Pokemon became much lighter after Ash was struck by lightning in an earlier episode. Ever since then, Team Rocket became much less menacing, and the 10-year-old can somehow traverse freely in the world without consequence. The fact that there are multiple Nurse Joys and Officer Jennys, plus countless other examples, seems to support the idea that his dream to become a Pokemon master may actually just be a dream after all.
I thought he was like a 15-year-old. Like 13 or something.
Number 4.
No, SpongeBob. Oh, this is the
SpongeBob
best theory. I've seen this one though.
Do some detective.
I don't know anybody who's not seen the 7 deadly sins.
Who would have guessed that Bikini Bottom's most iconic residence would actually represent something as dark as the 7 sins? It's not all that.
Why do all shows do something?
SpongeBob has
from
a
this
lust
now?
for life, while Pearl is obsessed with males. Mr. Krabs is the greediest thing under the sea. Sandy takes great pride in her work. Patrick bests everyone when it comes to sloth. Both Gary and Mrs. Puff have been shown to be quite gluttonous. Plankton is obviously envious of the Krusty Krab's success. And Squidward, well, we all know how wrathful SpongeBob makes him. Turns out this show attracts weird theories, since there's another one that suggests these 7 represent narcotics.
All right, pal. Make with a relaxing foot massage pronto.
Sorry, your hour's up.
Number 3. All in Angelica's imagination. Rugrats.
I'm just gonna say it.
Not Rugrats.
She's the most beautiful little girl I've ever seen.
No question about it, little brother.
Speaking of dreams, in this fan theory, it turns out all those adorable babies on Rugrats were nothing more than projections of a 3-year-old psychological breakdown.
Got dark out there.
We all thought Angelica was just moody because of her age and spoiled upbringing, but here it's said that her attitude is actually due to the traumatic events of the Rugrats' deaths.
Yeah, I've seen this theory too.
But it happens to you.
Maybe I just watched too many theories. I've seen like a lot of these. But it's like all the babies are dead, so she just
Apparently,
imagines them.
Chucky died with his mother in a crash, which is why his father is always overly worried about him, and Tommy was stillborn, which is why Uncle Stu is constantly making toys, i.e. for the son he never had.
Could be.
As for the DeVille twins, they were just a projection of an aborted baby. So Angelica projected them as identical twins since the gender remained unknown. Number 2, there are no monsters. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I saw.
What's your offer?
Despite his timid nature in the face of the supernatural horrors going on in the middle of nowhere, Courage never fails to protect his owners from the many monsters and psychopaths that seem to come their way. This would all be fine and dandy, except what if they're not all as scary as he thinks they are?
Booga booga booga!
Given that he's just a dog, and the world probably looks a lot different to him, the entire show could be nothing more than Courage's canine perception tricking him into thinking he and his humans are in danger.
Igor the booger.
Truth is, all those monsters he thinks he's seeing are just people.
No.
To be honest, we're not sure if that's uplifting or even more depressing.
Shut up.
Oh, I kind of tuned out of that, sorry.
Get Shen real quickly.
I think it was like, those are like actual people, but like...
Number 1, allegory for the Holocaust. Toy Story 3.
What? You want your mommy back? She never loved you. Don't be such a baby.
There is no doubt that the 3rd installment of the Toy Story franchise is definitely the darkest.
Yeah.
However, we bet that you wouldn't have guessed that the Oscar-winning computer animated movie also seems to have some unsettling parallels to the Holocaust.
Yeah, I know.
Everything.
But guys, you gotta believe me.
First off, the toys are forced to leave
connected
their
to
home
something
and
bad.
then find themselves at Sunnyside Daycare, where they're imprisoned and routinely mistreated and injured.
My tail! Where's my tail?
Near the film's climax, there's a scene that looks like they're all about to perish in an incinerator together.
What is that symbol?
If you replace a few of those key characters and locations with some of the victims and perpetrators of World War II, there's definitely a disturbing similarity.
This entire video has just been like, here, look, this guy's secretly evil. Nice and lighthearted. And the next one's like, antidepressants. Secretly a bad guy. So anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. if you made it to the end, you made it. Subscribe. Okay, bye. God bless y'all.